What's going on, Leo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the week of March 18th to the 24th, 2024. So in this reading, Leo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you, and so much more regarding the week of March 18th to the 24th, 2024. So before we begin this reading, Leo, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. And I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this reading does resonate with you, or if you want to support the channel, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here, Leo. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy for you, and we'll see what's coming your way for this week in March 2024. Analysis paralysis. Yeah, definitely, hold on. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Leo. You need to believe in your own magic more, and miracles and the divine. You have been blinded by the matrix, my dear. And you know it's all fake, and you're believing in the fakeness, and that's why you're sad. So, come with me. I'll get you there. But hold on. What? Sorry. Sorry. All right, Leo. Look. Know it's a little bit of a rough shuffle, but let's go ahead and get into this reading, folks, shall we? All right, the first thing that I feel is like definitely a feeling of overthinking and you getting sucked into negativity here. And so let's go ahead and start this reading with some pre-shuffled oracle cards for this week for you. The first thing is the Eye of the Eagle, rising above the fray. Okay, and this is all about, don't fight on the street with pigeons over crumbs. You're going to have to rise above any sort of problem that you feel you're facing right now. And when the eagle meets obstacles, it rises above the fray. So this is definitely about elevating, and that's the first thing that I sense is, there's a big temptation to be overwhelmed by the temporary circumstances of your life. And, like King Solomon or whoever the guy was, he wore a king that whenever he wore a ring, that whenever he were to enter into really stressful times or when the mind is just kind of getting the better of you, he would take off the ring and he would read, "This too shall pass." Okay, and so whatever you're dealing with, this too shall pass, and you need to view this more objectively. And there's something about the whole thing that's going to get you into trouble is hesitation. There's something that potentially you've been waiting to do, and you need to start taking the first steps to alleviating your own anxiety is what I really feel here, Leo. And there's something that, even the joy of putting one foot in front of the other on the path to something that's going to alleviate you or make you happy, that's going to bring you joy this week instead of trying to actually manifest something as if it's going to be completely the exact end result that you want. It's just about putting one foot in front of the other in a direction that will make you happy. The problem that I sense is hesitation, and what I'm getting from this reading for you is that he who hesitates is lost. Not all the time, but for this week, if you hesitate, if you overthink, and if you let the devil doubt your magic, if you let the devil trick you, you're going to be lost, because that's what the devil does. To me, to you, to all the chosen ones, it takes our purity, it takes what we have, and it twists it, and it makes it perverse. So there's something about here rising above the fray, and no harm can come your way if your motives are pure and you act courageously. Let me tell you that again, purified this time. No harm can come your way if your motives are pure and you act courageously. Which is why the only way or the only time that I'm actually able to channel Pallas Athene is when a Matrix agent tries to knock me out on the street and they meet Pallas Athene, not when I'm boxing my friends for fun. You, my dear, have a power that you have no idea about. You have a power that you may black out memories of. What am I talking about? It's going to be different things for different Leos, okay? There's something about repressed memories. There's something about you do something good and then you black it out, or it's not going to be for all of you, okay? But this is what we have going on here. Let's go ahead and see what else is going on. You also have the Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. And, the sword is a beautiful thing, but this sword is not meant to be admired. The beauty of this sword, Leo, is not meant to be admired this week. The sharp blade, oh, look how, this is the finest sword. It's never been plunged. I've never used it. It's time to use the sword that is so beautiful. This is like King Arthur. Like, I feel like you've been, like, trying to pull the sword out of the rock for, like, years, but it's just the devil tricking you, making you think that you don't have the strength to pull it out. And there's something about here you using a sword. It's a tool, so use it wisely, of course, here, Leo. But this is definitely, don't try to polish your sword. It's not a time for contemplation. He who hesitates is lost. You have the Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic, and the eagle rising above the fray. And in your overall general energy, you have the devil here, which is a trickery energy, which is perversion. You see, the devil tries to take everything I do and manipulate it. And the same for you. And perverse it. So, this is something you're going to have to be aware of here, Leo. I feel like your greatness is trying to be hidden from you. This could be a force in your life, and make sure you wield it for the greater good. The sword is a tool, not a weapon. The sword is a tool for you to accomplish your mission and not a weapon, which is, once again, why the only time I'm able to really channel Pallas Athene, 0 degrees, 0 minutes, 0 seconds, is when a Matrix agent tries to threaten my mission, not when I'm boxing my friends for fun. So you need to do it for real, whatever that means for you. So let's look at what else we have. You also have lost in space, needing direction, and that's the whole problem with this reading. You want to, this week is going to be about 24-hour compartments. Live your life for the next day. Don't worry about what the future holds. Now, obviously, you have to worry about it to a certain extent here, Leo, but this is about hesitation once again. There's something about you're hesitating about something. No one is promised tomorrow, and don't get lost in the vast future, because the whole reason that you're sad or that you're full of anxiety or that you're hesitating is because you're lost in the vast future. What if I'm on my mission and a burglar stabs me? What if you spend every time, what if, like, this is what you're doing, and this is a crude analogy, I'm sorry, this whole reading's been a crude analogy, but I'm pretty crude, but you are thinking every day, you're going to sit in your house and you're not going to leave your house ever, as an analogy, because you're afraid the burglar is going to stab you, and every day, you're getting stabbed 1,000 times in your head. And the body and the mind doesn't know the difference between an imagined event and something that's happening in external reality, by the way. So you're dying. If the coward dies every day 1,000 times, the hero only dies once. And, there's something here, Leo, for you about who cares what if something happens. I wouldn't call you neurotic, but you could go that way this week. You could go that way, okay? And so, look, this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. Let's just skip right to it. And for a lot of you, this is going to be about disconnecting from a toxic situation that you're trying to get more information on, or at least finding some sort of resolution in whatever way makes sense for you. I mean, in your overall general energy, you have the Page of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Devil. What I can sense is that you have this sword. Look, Leo, you know that you're a special being. There is no one in your life who is better than you. There is no one in your life who has power over you. You are a child of God. You are a son, a daughter of God. You are a special, purified being. If you're listening to this right now, this is what you are. You have magic abilities that you black out, that you don't even know that exists. It's different for all of us. But for you, Leo, with this energy being in your overall general energy, I don't want to see you overthink. I don't want to see you hesitate anymore. I don't want to let, the devil tries to trick beautiful humans who have the embryos of gods and goddesses within us into thinking that it's bad, that we're somehow flawed. And that's what's going on here. Look, you have this beautiful, and it's interesting, the sword, right? your overall general energy. You have the Magician's Sword, all this potential, but your whole life potentially, or like for the last while, however long the last while is for you, all you've been doing is sitting and looking at your sword. Look, you could be going to events, you could be going to VIP events, you could be going to your local gas station every day, you could be doing your daily routine, whatever you do on a daily basis, Leo, but look, amidst you doing that, you just have this magical sword that you're like, well, when am I going to use it? Maybe I'll never use it. Maybe I'm not good enough to use it. And you're dying 1,000 deaths every day rather than being the hero who only dies once. So, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but you need to rise above it here. And my primary spirit animal is a bald eagle. So, I'm a great person to tell you about the eagle frequency. Rise above, not below. And so let's just continue going here. In what you don't, and I know we're kind of skipping around this reading, but it is what it is. Like, it's an intuitive vibe. In what you don't see coming, Leo, you have the Temperance card, the Two of Swords, and also the Eight of Cups here. So there could be someone in your life that you need to let go of, that you're not interested in merging with in a full way here, or some sort of thing. It's a very confusing frequency to me to a certain extent here, Leo. You know, the Two of Swords in reverse is something that you're not looking at, but it's really something that you're ignoring for the wrong reasons. Like, here's like what I'm getting. The Two of Swords upright, Leo, is someone who's in ignorance but doesn't know that they're in ignorance. They're kind of off the hook. When I see the Two of Swords upright, I'm gentle. But and look at the sun coming out to illuminate this truth. When I see the Two of Swords in reverse like this, Leo, you are in denial, but you're allowing yourself to be in denial against your own better judgment. So you're choosing to not see something here that needs to be healed, that needs to be brought into moderation. There really is just about moderation, and this is also about the angelic healing coming into your life. And there's something that you need to let go of in order to bring into moderation. This doesn't mean you have to completely change your life, but it's a frequency thing is more so what I get for you. But don't hesitate. You need to take action on it. You know what I'm saying? And there could be someone who's going to help you with this, or there could be something that you put your energy into that will make you feel good and joyful. In your advice, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune. Don't think that you have to do it alone. Here's the thing. There are people that are destined to see you swing the sword that you've been holding and looking at how polished it is your whole existence, or right now recently. There are people that will come to you in spades. There are people that are destined. Let me tell you, there are people that are contracted to see you swing the sword. But you will rob them of that beauty if you if you're just, kind of hesitant out of your own selfishness of fear as well. So, in a practical way, maybe you need to get help. Maybe don't be afraid of collaboration. You have the Three of Pentacles, which is about teamwork in the physical world. You have the Star, which is about regeneration. It's about healing energy. It's about wish fulfillment as well. Then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which has to do with luck. It's a portal of change, and it's the wheel of your fate and destiny starting to spin. This is in your advice. So I feel like there's some sort of place that you want to take the sword that you've been holding on to. Maybe there's people that you need to train you to use the sword. Maybe there's people that they're going to watch you use the sword. Maybe there's people that you need to rescue, that you're going to kill, that you're going to use the sword to slay some demons. Maybe there's people that need to rescue you. Maybe there's a full I don't know what it is, Leo, but this is a beautiful frequency in your advice. It's a beautiful frequency in your advice. And I'm not even focused too much on the opportunity and the challenge, because I felt like the way the cards were coming out were a little bit wonky. You do have the Knight of Pentacles and your opportunity, which is to take the first step to get yourself out of this procrastination, or out of this not really swinging your magic sword. Go slow. And then you have the Judgment card in your challenge, which I feel like this is about you judging yourself, or it's really cultural conditioning someone around you through osmosis, that you are picking up a judgment. It's easier to police yourself than it is to be policed by other people. I'm just never going to swing that sword because I already know that, people will judge me. So I'll judge myself prematurely to just whatever. There's something here, Leo, about judgment, a major shift in consciousness, and this is also your challenge. that's the thing, is that if you realized, it's like, here's the thing. If you knew who was really running this world, if you knew how demented the forces were, spiritual forces, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, wickedness in high places. If you knew the extent to which forces, look, I'm not here to get into the good and evil. I can transmute the evil like this by saying, hey, are you evil here? I love you. It's all good. I'm not trying to get into this war of good and evil, because that only perpetuates the evil. What you push outside of yourself, you attach to. You only further accentuate. I'm not saying get lost in good and evil, but we do wrestle not against flesh and blood, but wickedness in high places. And what I'm saying is that the lion has been caged in a zoo. You are a lion. You are a Leo in a zoo for the world to see, for yourself to see, for your spirit guides to see. It's effing embarrassing, bro. It's effing embarrassing. If you knew the forces that were making you behave the way that you would do, you would take that sword out for the first time like you're on Treasure Island, or like you're like, what? What? My life is a lie. Somebody's got to get stabbed. Okay? That's what you would do. Or you're being tricked into procrastination, into low vibration. The coward dies 1,000 deaths. The hero only dies. The hero only dies once. You hurt. So with that being said, let's continue this reading. Let's clarify that devil. You know, there could be I feel like for some of you this is going to be sexual issues of you. You could not be feeling the partner that you have right now, but you don't want to let it go for some of you. For others of you, you're completely denying your own true sexual nature, or it doesn't have to be sexual, sensual nature, your needs, what you really want out of a person, or to be in a relationship. It's like something that you're so afraid of, even though it's your destiny. And, a lot of people have destinies that they never reach. And I'm not saying that I'm even close to my end goal, because I'm not. But there's a reason why I'm in this seat right now. Because I've done a lot to access portions of my destiny. And if you can't recognize that, then I'm still here. So let's go ahead and clarify the devil in your overall general energy. A new beginning in the physical world. Some action that you have to stop procrastinating is what I got. Yes. And for some of you, this is going to be like literally like, I don't know, going to like, for those of you in a commitment, like you need to bring in a third party to make you closer with the person. This is not like, I understand like most of you are not a commitment. Some of you need like counseling therapy, like couples therapy, but you need to make sure you go to the right person. Because 20 minutes of astrotherapy with me running your synastry part with your chart partner will do better than 20 years of normal therapy. So you got to know who you're going to. There's a lot of schmucks in the game. Maybe couples therapy. And if it's not that, it's like overcoming. It's just so many different things. But use your intuition. Yeah, Queen of Wands in reverse. This is lack of authenticity. The devil is trying to trick you into fall in line. Just fall in line. The whole education system was built to make a world of slaves. Most people die at 17 and don't get buried until they're 72. How many times I'm going to say it to Leo? You're not being authentic right now. Because you know what you have to deal with? When you're authentic, you only have to die once. I died a long time ago. Malcolm X. I'm a man who lost the fear of dying a long time ago. I live like I'm dead already. Because I am. And so are you, if you want. Because it's better to die once than it is to die 1,000 mini deaths of ego flagellation, folks. What is it? Look, a lot of people are looking at me in these readings and they're saying, oh my God, could you imagine being that guy? Could you imagine dealing with he's not well. He is not, imagine being the autistic mystic when he's off the camera. Well, when I'm off the camera, I am not here. You will think I am there, and I am not there. You will think I am here, and I am not here. You'll think I'm there, and I'm not there. This is a simulation, man. Take an idea, live it. Take an idea, did it. Take an idea with it. Just look how we did it. But the news ain't honest. Oh, the news ain't honest. Oh, the news ain't honest. They want to ignore me. Rewrite the story. Let's just go to that advice, because I don't even... No, let's clarify the temperance card. Let's clarify the temperance card in your in what you don't see coming. Oh my god, bro. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, bro. The temperance card is literally clarified by the strength card. That's you, the world, and the judgment. Yo, it's time to wake up to your highest self, Leo. It's time to have strength. It's time to have courage. It's time to have valor. Valor is about being willing to die for something bigger than yourself. A man, a woman has not truly become alive until they find something that has transcended their own life, something that is bigger than them. And that's when you only got to die once and the fear of death is gone. And when the fear of death is gone, then you probably might even be killed a number of times and then shift into a different parallel reality where you don't even know that you did. Or you're just not a vibrational match to any sort of negativity like you thought, like you are every day when the devil has its snares on your mind. So, we're just getting started. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's just keep going here. Let's clarify why the star is in your advice. The star is clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and also the Wheel of Fortune. Listen, the Wheel of Fortune is now here twice in your advice. Don't procrastinate this week. The Ace of Pentacles is in your overall general energy, clarified by the Devil, Queen of Wands in reverse. There is a portal of new energy that you need to get out of your comfort zone. Don't argue with the pigeons who are trying to judge you. Oh my god, did you hear what Leo's doing? Pigeon, 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 pigeon. I'll eat you for breakfast like my crystal on my knucklet. Alright? So, look, whatever's going on for you right now, Leo, I'm just getting fresh air blowing in your face. It's all about destiny, productivity, and a new positive emotional experience. This can be a really life-changing week for you, but it might feel like you're fighting a demon. And look, there's 3 paths for you right now, Leo. Are you ready for the 3 paths? You are on a boat. You are approaching an island full of savage natives that are literally with spears, and they're so hungry, and they're seeing you. The tide is bringing you to this deserted. You're in the middle of the ocean. You're at an island that it's not touched by civilization. You're walking up. The boat is coming in, and you have 3 options. You can either be on the boat and try to fight the natives and be like, "Yo, come at me, bro, come at me. Let's go, let's go." You're gonna get killed and jumped by a mob of natives. You can try to beg, and you can try to plead. And you could be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Please, look. I'm so sorry. Please don't eat me. Oh my God, I'm so sorry." You're also going to be jumped and savagely beaten. Or you can wield your magician's sword, and as the boat approaches the island, you can hold your hand like this, just saying nothing, rising above the frequency that is in front of your face, and the whole group will look at you as if you're an alien god, because you are if you choose it. The third alternative is an alternative that only 1% or less of the population accesses, but when they do, people call it magic or a scheme in Machiavellian.